Okay, hi everybody, it's me, and thank you for not having class today. I'm not feeling great, and neither is my daughter. I suspect you all are tired and cold too. But I wanted to give you some guidance because I know that you're feeling a little bit at sea. And what I've done is I've created a site visit letter that you can use as a letter of introduction to your various sites, and it has the introduction as well as the permission for you to attend. Let me know if that letter doesn't suit your needs or if you need a modification, but in general, we should try to use that template. I also have uploaded to Blackboard 9 the observation checklist for going into the school. And this is something you're not going to be able to fill it all out for each one, and sometimes it may be inappropriate to actually fill it out while you're there in the school. You may want to be sort of taking notes and then coming back and filling out the checklist sort of later on. But, do your best to try and use the checklist as a guide to understand it, what is in each school and what are some of the dynamics. And also there will be things that you see and think are important that that you'll also want to just take note of. So as you're in there doing your observation, if you could undertake that particular document, that'd be great. Because this is kind of a new piece in terms of a formal field experience where you're going to two different schools, your assignment for the equity project is not sort of neatly integrated with it this year. And so what I would like to do is to say that I know you're going to each other's schools, and so as a result of that, you may be able to do observations in a more formal way. You may be able to conduct some interviews or put out a survey or something. So in terms of how you design your project, if those are things you would like to do to collect data, you will need to pull together some explanatory information in a letter prior to that. This is a survey for this kind of project and who to contact, similar to the permission letter. And so we can talk about what that is and what that looks like. So that's kind of that piece. In terms of the actual project, I gave you the equity guidance, and I'm looking at it here. Basically, what I'd like you to do is to create a clear sense of what it is that your project is, very much like the problem formulation, that maybe has more clear action steps, and submit that to me as soon as you can, as soon as you're ready to do that. And a number of people have been asking me, what does phase one of the project consist of? I think that phase one probably consists of doing the site visit, getting that problem formulation in, and then making some headway on your actual equity project paper or research. I'm not going to say that XYZ needs to be done by such and such a time because I don't think, well, by the due date for the phase one, because I think that each project really takes on its own personality and timing, and so that's going to be up to you. But I trust that you all will be the excellent professionals that you are, and that you will pursue this work with great interest and attention, and you'll be able to submit to me something that really is a strong move toward the entry into the equity project, and moving toward its middle and completion by that phase one time. So I know that's a little loosey-goosey, but I think you understand what I'm saying. And in terms of the actual report, I'll just go through this document very, very briefly. You can work alone or with a couple of other people. I do want you to try and think about how your site visits connect with this work that you are pursuing, even if the site visits don't have a specific connection. You'll need to have your that site permission signed, and I really would like to focus you on peer-reviewed journal research or government or organization reports, not sort of more general books. Books are okay because some are on topic, but some are more general, and those would not be appropriate. And just remember that as you are in these sites, and I know this is not something I need to say, but please just be courteous, respectful, and remember that you're a guest of there, and that you're a representative of SCSU and your own school and person. So we're looking at a 12 to 15 page equity project, double spaced, but if some of you need to be single spaced, that's okay. A cover page, an introduction, and then I want you to really get into the history of this equity issue, and that's where you're going to look to the literature to sort of ground what it is that you're doing. And then I want you to talk about your methodology. And this is someplace where you are going to have, that you're at a disadvantage because you haven't had any methodology courses. So it's something that we can talk a little bit more about in class. But for the most part, you want to look at what kind of data, what kind of data you want to collect. So if it's document data, you're going to use a method of document analysis. If you're going to use interviews, then that's going to be something that is, interview-based, focus groups. You might just have a survey. So any of those ways, and basically these are qualitative methods. You may find some data, the school profiles, or some other kind of data, disciplinary data, I know a number of you are looking into. So there also may be ways to look at that in terms of some descriptive statistics. I don't think we're moving into heavy statistics in this class. And then after you've put together your methods and you've talked very specifically about, it's really a story, what you did and why you're doing it and what the background is. We want to discuss what you found and their implications. And in the literature, I should have said, when you're reviewing the literature, you're trying to find both an historical and a conceptual framework or theoretical framework for your work. So for example, you might talk about discipline or disciplinary data in terms of structural violence, say, or maybe there's another construct that might explain that, and you want to be thinking about that. What is it that you've read that helps you explain some of the things that you might be seeing or some of the things that you're concerned with in this equity project? APA style references. I think I've given you a cheat sheet about that, and if I have not, please let me know. And then the end of the paper, there will be appendices, which is anything that you use, the interview protocol, your raw data, etc. Phase 1 is due on March 15th, and Phase 2 is due on April 15th. And we'll talk more about this. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of guidance about these, to get you to Phase 1. And I think that's it for now. And thanks so much. I will see you next week, right? And I'll look forward to that. Please email me and let me know if you have questions. I'd be very happy to connect. Okay, thanks so much. I actually missed not going in to see you today. All right.